Hello, beautiful souls, and welcome to Cosmic Consciousness with Kassia. On this channel, we discuss all aspects of the ascension process. And today I'm going to be doing a reading for my fixed signs, looking into a little more deeply the energies that you may be experiencing during eclipse season. If you have not checked out the eclipse season video yet, I highly suggest that you do. It is a very dynamic eclipse season that we have coming up here. And this is, of course, the first half of eclipse season, the second half of which is going to occur in the fall time. But right now we're looking at the period of time that begins the midnight, at midnight on the 20th of April, just before the sun transitions into Taurus season, and completes around May 14th when Mercury retrograde in Taurus is completed. So really the whole bulk of Taurus season here. And this is part of the reason why the fixed signs are coming first. The fixed signs are, for those of you who are perhaps unfamiliar, Taurus, Scorpio, Leo, and Aquarius. And so if your sun or any of your primary planets fall in these signs, this video may resonate for you. I'm going to be doing additional videos for the mutable signs and the cardinal signs as well. So make sure to check out those if the different categories here do not resonate. We're going to be looking into finances and career. We're going to be looking into love and relationships. And then we're also going to be looking into our healing process and any activations that are coming through during this eclipse season. All three of these categories for each set of signs, starting, as we said, with the fixed signs. You guys are going to be feeling this the most intensely as this eclipse season is happening during Taurus season, which is a fixed sign. We have the Mercury retrograde in the sign of Taurus. We have the lunar eclipse in Scorpio on the 5-5 portal. And then the first eclipse, the solar eclipse, is at 29 degrees of Aries, but it's still, we're going to be transitioning the sun into Taurus later that day. So a lot of energy going on for our fixed signs. And like I said, for a general overview of these energies and how we can best work with them, check out the video that I did on eclipse season and the Mercury retrograde in Taurus. So we're going to get right into it. And what am I wanting to start out today? Well, let's think. I'm looking at cards, but we want to think about the category too. Yeah, I don't know. The Moonology deck, I had a couple decks calling to me for the finances. So we're going to start with the Moonology cards here. Looking at finances for my fixed signs. What we might expect or what guidance we have, clear, surrounding career and finances during this eclipse season, which includes, of course, the Mercury retrograde. All right, so let's get a little more information on this for my fixed signs. Career and finances, any guidance here, anything that we can expect. I have another deck really pulling my attention for this too, so we're probably going to pull some cards from that as well. But we're going to start out with a couple Moonology or Oracle cards. Fixed signs, finances, career, eclipse season. All right, full moon eclipse conclusions are within reach. So some things coming to an end when it comes to our careers and our financial worlds during this eclipse season. Things that have been, I feel for some, kind of like working their way out for a while now. So this would be jobs that haven't been satisfying. We're feeling the final energies of that as those segments of our life are concluded, as we begin to move on to perhaps something more fruitful, for perhaps something more in resonance and aligned with our soul's path, with where our soul is wanting us to go, with I'm feeling the energy of, with like the archetype of our soul. And so this is something that they began to get into in a book that I was reading that I mentioned to everyone a little while ago. It was the Crystal People in the Past Chats. And in this book, which was by Murray Hope, is the channel for that book, channeling these extraterrestrial beings, the Crystal People in the Past Chats. And they talked about how every soul group has an archetype and every individual soul has an archetype. And we are most fulfilled in life when we are living in accordance with our archetype. Some of the examples of archetypes would be like the teacher is an archetype, the entertainer is an archetype. And there are, I want to say like 13 key archetypes that we work with in this dimension. And so that's what I'm meaning when I say something more in line with your archetype. Like if you are in a career where we'll use the two examples that came to mind for me, the entertainer and the teacher, where you are entertaining, but your true calling is to teach, or vice versa, where you're teaching, but your true call is to entertain. How can you get more in line with that? And can you, for some people, it's like you can do both. You can do two things with one, right? Like if somebody is an entertainer, there's a way to teach while they're entertaining, and vice versa. So you may just be finding a way to bring in more of the energy of what you want to do with what you're already doing. But I feel for a lot of people, it's like something is ending that just is not resonating with your soul, some job, some career path. On the bottom of the deck, and this is full moon eclipse. So that full moon eclipse is the 5/5 portal eclipse in Scorpio. So that energy, that may be, and that's of course 5/5 on May 5th. You may really feel that energy reaching a crescendo around the 5th, or that during that 5/5 portal, which is the portal of change, of course. There could be something that happens to kind of force your hand if you've been dragging your feet, so to speak. But a lot of developments, perhaps some people haven't even realized that they're so out of resonance with their soul and what they're doing professionally right now. But that is going to become incredibly clear during that 5/5 portal eclipse. On the bottom of the deck, I do want to acknowledge we have a time to give rather than take, which is the new moon in Virgo card. And I'm seeing this as, for some people, if you've been trying to manifest, trying to create, spirit saying generosity of spirit is going to help to multiply your finances. It's going to bring more abundance in for you. If you are, there's an energy of being out of sync with the give and the take, the receiving and the giving aspect. And so it may be time to find places that you can give back. Next card out, new moon in Scorpio, work through your fears. And we have that Scorpio energy again. And I feel for some people, right, the new moon eclipse in Aries is the first eclipse, and then we have the full moon eclipse in Scorpio. So that full moon eclipse in Scorpio, and it makes sense for our fixed signs, right, as Scorpio and Taurus are both fixed signs, and they're both along the same axis. That Scorpio eclipse is going to be the most powerful of the two eclipses for my fixed signs. But I also feel this energy here of like something that begins developing, or a clarity that begins to come through. And like I said, watch the video on eclipse season, because this is the trajectory of energy that we talked about in that video, right? That dawning, that awakening energy coming in with that new moon, and then this process of the fears being revealed, right? And then really getting a chance to dig into those and work through those during that 5/5 portal full moon eclipse. So really, what are the fears that are holding you back? If you are staying stuck somewhere that you don't belong, in a job that you don't belong, why is that? What fears can you work through? What fears are holding you there? Is it a fear of scarcity? Is it a fear that you're not good enough for a different position? Is it a fear that you're not ready to put yourself out there the way that you desire? Is it a fear that you're going to fail, that it's not going to work out? What is it? What is holding you in your comfort zone? Or I should say your discomfort zone, because at this point, this energy of whatever it is that you're doing right now, it feels very uncomfortable. Yeah, it's time to take action. New moon in Aries, and that's the solar eclipse, new moon solar eclipse in Aries. The solar eclipse in Aries is going to be really showing you where it is that your soul is asking and desiring you to take action when it comes to your career, when it comes to your finances. It's time to act upon the intuition within you, and you are going to be given the courage to do so. I do believe new moon eclipse, expect powerful change. Yeah, you guys, some of you guys, it's like a new opportunity may be coming in with this new moon eclipse in Aries. And then the conclusion of the old may be happening around the 5/5 portal. And that makes sense, right? Because that's about a 2-week window. And most traditional jobs, right, the way of going about things is to give a 2 weeks notice, right? And so you may be giving your notice on the new moon eclipse and having this opportunity to work through your fears during this period in between, and then concluding that old job, or whatever it is, that old path, with that 5/5, that full moon eclipse in Scorpio. Yeah, if you are able to work through your fears, to acknowledge, become aware of those fears, and begin to shift them, powerful change is assured. That's another energy or message here surrounding that. And on the bottom of the deck, we have you and your loved ones are safe, new moon in Cancer. And so if part of one of your fears is about the safety, the security, the stability of your family, and you're holding on to something out of fear of how you support your family, how it is that your family will react. For some people, it has to do with that too. It's like, They may be the ones in fear. It may not even be you, but they may be feeling insecure and not wanting you to take this leap or make this switch because they're not sure how it's going to affect them. That could be another, and that's another energy that I'm picking up on too. Just Spirit wants you to know that everybody will be safe and taken care of. All right. Anything else? We are going to pull. I'm going to get a couple of Golden Art Nouveau tarot cards because this was the other deck that was calling me. Fixed signs, finances, career, clear. Life path. Our life path is the totality of everything, right? But this sector of our life path, finances, career. Let's get some more energies here. Most of you, I was going to say some of you, but really most people that this reading is for, it's like the leap of faith that you're being required to take is really, it is going to, as it always does, right, require the working through of your fears. Everything you ever wanted is on the other side of that door. That's what's coming to mind right now. All right, so what do we have here? We have the Four of Swords coming out with the Eight of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. Interesting. So this is a great spread, of course, for our material world, as this is the Suit of Pentacles, which represents finances. It represents everything stable in the material world. So there's this need and this desire for rest, for rejuvenation. Some of my fixed signs may be feeling tired. You may be feeling strained or just like you've been under a lot of pressure and you're needing this opportunity to regroup here. Because you have been working very hard. And it's like, I see the Page of Pentacles here. See how we have the Eight of Pentacles here, and then we have this guy who's just kind of like holding this pentacle here. It almost, there's a couple different things that I'm feeling here. One of the things I'm feeling, though, is just this energy or this feeling as though it's like you've got 8 of these pentacles, but there's like someone or something withholding one of your pentacles. Somebody withholding something from you. You're feeling this energy, and for some of you guys, it could be like an energy of feeling like the universe itself is withholding from you. I also see this as the energy of like somebody offering you something, right? The Page of Pentacles, it can be messages, it can be offers. But it's something totally different from what you've been doing, right? You've been over here for a long time honing your skills, honing your craft. And you feel pretty stable and secure in what it is that you can do at this point, right? You're very aware of your skills, your gifts, your ability, your craftsmanship in some area of your life. But then there's an offer coming in that's totally different, right? That would require a brand new set of skills. And what Spirit wants you to know, though, is all the skills that you've amassed up until this point, they'll still be helpful moving forward. Even if you don't necessarily see in a more straightforward way how you could apply them to a new situation or opportunity, they are applicable. And there is a reason. Remember, everything is practice for everything else. All right? Everything is preparing us for what's next. Everything that was prepares us for what will be. So you're not... It's not like time wasted. If you've gotten to a certain point of certification or what have you, to now be going in a different direction, you're still going to be pulling from that knowledge base. And there is a way, even on a resume, to make that look attractive to somebody who knows what they're looking for in a new realm of being. But for some of you guys, it's like, I feel like what Spirit is saying too is like, you need to take a rest. You need to take some time out because you've been working really hard and you need a break, like a little vacation. Like if you leave a job and you go into another job, try to take some time, at least a couple weeks, to kind of get your bearings again and rest and rejuvenation. I also feel like prayer, like people have been praying And Spirit's saying your prayers will be answered, but you have to, but there's more work that's going to have to be put in on your end as well. Yeah, I'm trying to see if I feel anything else. Here. Meditate too. Spirit wants you to meditate. Spirit wants you to balance the mind. You've been doing a lot with the action. Spirit wants you to balance the body and the mind. Mind, body, spirit, remember? We have the Six of Cups coming out. This is beautiful energy here. And then we have the Three of Wands with the Two of Cups on the bottom of the deck. Interesting. So this is going to play right into the next sector. But what I'm feeling here is like partnership with the Two of Cups. Some of you guys may be going into business partnership or being offered a business partner. For some of you guys, this could even be somebody from your childhood or somebody from your past coming in who wants to collaborate and work with you on something. This is something that you've been waiting for with the Three of Wands here, though. You've been working on manifesting something. For some of you guys, it's like, I feel like you've been working on manifesting something, but now that it's coming to fruition, you're not sure if you want it anymore, which is really interesting. Or it's now requiring you to take a leap of faith in order to finally have what it is that you want, and you're not sure if you have the faith required for that leap. Tell me more about this second part of this spread here. Two of Cups. Get the Eight of Swords with the Nine of Cups. Interesting. Some people, it's like you're being presented with what it was that you want or what you thought you wanted, but you're really all in your head about it. You're feeling trapped. Maybe for some of you guys, it's like you're getting an offer. And for some of you guys, this could be bleeding into romance, but we're reading this right now for career, right? So you could be getting an offer that is everything that you thought you wanted, but you feel, some people, it's like you still feel trapped in the old job or the old situation or an old way of being. It's like in order to be successful in the new thing with the new opportunity, you can't do everything the way that you did it before. It's like a completely different, like say you worked in like finance or accounting, and this is a very creative project. It's like switching modes in that way, switching ways of applying yourself. Or for instance, if you worked a very strict 9-to-5 job where they told you when to show up and when to do things, and now you have the freedom to do things your way, there's going to be an adjustment period there. But for others of you, this is like feeling trapped, feeling like an opportunity is being dangled in front of you that's everything that you ever wanted, but you're feeling stuck. And this is the energy we want to get out of, this Eight of Swords energy. Tell me a little bit more about this. That feeling stuck, feeling trapped. Yeah, Ten of Cups. Yeah, for some of you guys, it really is like your family. You're afraid of what your family's going to think, or you're afraid of going after what you want because you have this idea that your family won't be taken care of. It doesn't have the kind of security that the other thing has, even though it feels better in your heart. But this is going to lead you exactly to where you want to go. This new opportunity, I really feel that strongly. Yeah, we got Justice here with the Five of Swords. So this is a warning to stay in your integrity. This is a warning of coming out on, this is also a forecast, I feel, of like coming out on top. This is like knowing when to hold them and when to fold them kind of an energy. This is like if you feel as though you have, someone's been like getting one over on you. Someone's been, or this could be related to like a company that you work for, people that you work with, something like that too. Like there's this energy of, like them not being on the level. Like you getting, I mean, for lack of a better way to put it, like you getting screwed in some sense of the word. Like there's justice coming in for that. there's a way for you to come out on top here. But it involves staying in your integrity. Doing things by the book to a sense, in a sense. But also like, it's like surrendering to what is. And then like, it's like an energy of cutting your losses. An energy of like, you walking away and them realizing what they lost. For some of you guys, it's like you may have felt stuck in a job or a situation because you felt like you needed to win. We got the sun coming out here. And the Ace of Pentacles on the bottom of the deck. And yes, these are reversed. And I'll read into that in a second. But what was I just saying? There was this energy of them knowing what they will, not knowing what they've lost until it's too late. Like that could be, oh yeah, hanging in there, right? So you're hanging in there because you want to be the winner. You want to be the victor. Somehow in some situation, it's like fighting, continuing to fight a battle that's already lost is what it feels like. It's like that energy of like, do you want to be happy or do you want to be right? Like you could stay sticking it out trying to prove something to them. For some people, I feel like it's like proving your worth to them. But it's not the sticking around that's going to prove your worth. It's when you leave and they realize how much better off they were when you were around. All right, so this energy, this can come through like this. And I feel like it has been like this for quite some time. Or like this. It all depends on the moves that you make and it all depends on the amount of faith that you have. You see here, this sun card, we have all the sunflowers. The sunflowers are new potential, new beginnings, right? The child, it's this energy of freedom, this energy of joy. That's what you're being asked to embody right now. That beautiful innocence. Trying to figure out how I want to do these. I'm just going to leave them like this. All right. So that is your read for finances and career. Pretty exciting stuff. Clear. It's like you can have it all, but you have to be willing to give up what isn't working. That's the energy there. In a nutshell. All right. Now we're going to move on to love and romance for my fixed signs. Clear. And just from shuffling the deck there, I saw for one thing, if you're in a partnership or a commitment that isn't quite working, where things are not quite lining up, you have a great opportunity during eclipse season to communicate with each other, to get really honest and to resolve some issues within the partnership. What else do I want to pull from for love and romance? I actually I'm going to pull from my Romance Angels cards here to get a little guidance for people around love and romance. We're going to start out with a couple of these. My fixed signs, eclipse season, Mercury retrograde in Taurus, 2023, love and romance. What guidance is there? I almost said what guidance is there for my twin flames, so clear. Some people, there may be twin flame partnerships or connections that you're experiencing or working through, connecting with. Let's get some energy for my fixed signs, love and romance, eclipse season, part 1, Mercury retrograde in Taurus. Some energy for my fixed signs here. All right, first card out, free yourself. It's time to take back control of your life. All right, and this doesn't just mean in relationship. This could be for my singles as well. If you are in a place where you are allowing, we just got out of the career, right? The career and finance energy where you're feeling trapped. Many of us, many people watching this reading, feeling trapped in a job, in a career that isn't fulfilling. All right. If you have trapped and stuck energy in any area of your life, it is going to translate into other areas as well. So you want to free up that energy. So some of you guys, it's by working on your abundance, you're going to be working on this as well. And remember, Venus, which is one of the planets of abundance, is in the sign of Gemini now. And so this is all about trying new things, spontaneity, getting new information, trading information, just being in that lighthearted energy. All right, I almost want to say like that energy of more, that energy of many, that multifaceted kind of an energy. For some people too, if you are in a partnership or a situation, a relationship or a situationship right now, if you're being asked to free yourself, if you have given up too much of yourself, too much control to somebody else, right? You're with somebody who is that kind of controlling energy. And for some people, it's not even necessarily like in a really toxic way. It's just like, I feel like for some people, it's the person you're with just really knows how to take charge. And typically you really like that about them, but it's kind of like that energy has bled into too many areas of your life and you're needing to take back your power in some way. You're just being, and some people too with this free yourself energy, I feel like it's like you've been holding back parts of yourself for fear that somebody else was going to judge you or not love what they saw. And Spirit's saying it's time to set yourself free. Be who you truly are. Let them see you. Let them see your flaws. Like one of the funny, a funny analogy that's coming to mind right now is just like when you start dating a new person, and a lot of people, especially females, we have this thing where it's like you don't want to like have bodily functions in front of the other person. Some people will be in relationships with people for years and never do a number two at their house, never fart in front of them. It's like, this is just like a little example that's coming to mind. It's like, because they don't want to be seen, like it's like they feel like it ruins the romance, or that like it changes the light that the person sees them in. And that's just like a weird example that Spirit's giving me right now, like a metaphor for everything deeper too. But it's like, where are you holding back a part of yourself, or like trying to paint a picture of yourself as opposed to just being who you truly are? So that energy is coming through for that card, as well as guidance around love and romance. So we have it safe for you to love coming out. Open your heart to give and receive the highest energy of all. All right, so some people, this is about trust issues, working through trust issues. This may be something that's coming up if you are in a committed relationship. If you are in a situationship, then this energy applies as well, where perhaps you are holding back or somebody else is holding back. There's a fear of commitment there that comes from truly a fear of being hurt. Or just somebody who's holding themselves back in some manner because they've been hurt too many times and they're afraid to get hurt. All right, so Spirit's saying you have to be truly open to love if you want to experience it in your life. Let the other shoe drop is what I just heard in my head. Yeah, if you want love, you have to be open. You have to be open to it. And then we have chemistry. There's a strong magnetic attraction here. So some people, I feel like some people are going to be meeting somebody during this time. And there is going to be like a powerful chemistry, a powerful allure to this person for you. For some people, you've already met this person and it's like the chemistry is there, the attraction is there, but you're still holding your heart back because you're afraid of getting hurt. And that's just another example of what needs to be freed, right? Your heart itself wanting to be freed. It's like we build these walls and we build these barriers and we think that they keep us safe, right? But they actually keep us trapped. And in a way, they kind of control us in a sense, right? Because we're so boxed in by all of these walls, all these protections that we've built around us. Tell me more about this strong attraction, this magnetic attraction here. Forgiving and learning. As you release and heal the past, you experience more love in your present moments. So I feel like for some people, there's also an energy here during eclipse season where there's somebody from your past, somebody that you have. I don't even want to say had, because I feel like you still have a very powerful magnetic attraction to this person. You're drawn to this person, but they're no longer for you. And in order to really step into your present and fully embrace the experiences and the connections that you have in the present, you have to let go of the past. All right, you have to figure out, what about this person still draws me to them? What still wants to be healed? What still wants to be forgiven? What lesson still hasn't been learned? And do I need to go back around? Do I need to go another round to really learn this lesson or figure this out? Or can I do this without diving back into that energy? For other people, it's like you're meeting somebody that you have this powerful attraction with too. And they're starting to show you where it is that you're still safeguarding your heart, where it is that you're still not open. And they're also bringing up this energy of the past that needs to be let go, because you're realizing that you can't pursue this new person if you've got one foot still stuck in the past. And as far as it's safe for you to love, this energy, being able to open up your heart, part of the key to being able to do that is releasing and healing the past. All right, because it's those past heartbreaks that are holding you back. There's still people holding, it's like that phrase, what is it? Like taking up space in your head, renting space. I don't know how the phrase that I was looking for goes, but either way, they're clogging up your energy, and it's time to clear that. And then on the bottom of the deck, love yourself first. Your self-respect makes you more romantically attractive, and that goes right back to freeing yourself, taking back control. Being who you truly are, not accepting less than what you're worth. That's a lesson that many of our fixed signs are learning right now. Not expecting, not allowing people to treat us in a certain way, right? Demanding that respect, setting firm boundaries. Acting in a way that exemplifies that we love and respect ourselves, and demanding that same level of, I wanted to say reciprocity, but it's like demanding that same level of respect back. Right? Putting your foot down, setting those boundaries, that makes you more attractive, because it shows that you value your time, you value your energy, you value your body, you value your space. All right. So I think those are some good. Oh, interesting. And then as I flipped open the deck to put the cards back, we got finances and career. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. So for some people, there is stress over finances that has affected your has affected your relationship and is affecting your relationship. And like we said, this has come up twice now. When you clear out the energy of one, you clear out the energy of the other. All right. So some people, handling your getting out of that stagnancy in your career and finances is going to get you out of stagnancy in relationship as well. Clear. And for some of you guys, with these people that you're needing to past life relationship, and that was one of the cards I saw when I was putting the deck away, some of these people that you're needing to wrap stuff up with, the people with that magnetic attraction, like we were talking about, that energy of needing to close that out, they're a past life soulmate. That's part of what makes that connection so magnetic, is your souls have known each other before, and your souls have done this dance before. So it's time to bring that to an end. I'm also feeling for somebody, there is somebody that you've known in a past life, and for some reason you're in like denial about the fact that you have this connection with this person for whatever reason, and you may have some illumination around that during this eclipse season. I feel like a lot of my fixed signs are in connection with soulmates right now. All right. Well, everyone's a soulmate, right? Some type of a soulmate. But there's like past life energies that are being worked through in relationship right now. as well as career. I mean, we're constantly working through past life energies. That stuff doesn't, if we don't die, our energy doesn't die, and neither do the struggles and the issues and the lessons that we're learning and working on, right? Clear. All right. Now we're going to look at activations and, what was the other thing? Spiritual growth, learning, and activations for my fixed signs regarding this eclipse season. And we are using the tarot for empaths, Reiki, and energy healers right now. All right, activations, initiations for my fixed signs. How are we growing spiritually? What does our spiritual life look like right now? What guidance do we have surrounding that? Of course, every aspect of our life is spiritual because we are spiritual beings, but you know what we mean. All right, let's get some activations, initiations, spiritual lessons that we're learning in any other, however else Spirit wants to bring these messages to us in terms of all of that. We have the moon, shadowed illusion. All right. So working with the subconscious, working with the unconscious, I'm feeling, working with the dreams. Seeing through illusion, we have healing loss coming out, 5 of Pentacles in reverse. Interesting. Give me one more energy here. Our healing journey right now. Initiations, activations, healing journey for my fixed signs. What is that wanted to fall out? Holding tight, 4 of coins. This is an energy we talked about, right? And what I want to do, actually, temperance on the bottom of the deck, patient balance. What I want to do is actually pull a Zodiac of the 108 card to clarify each of these. We have the shadowed illusion, clear. So this is seeing the truth underneath the illusion. Seeing, this is shadow work, right? This is exploring the unconscious. Like I said, dream work. Some people doing a lot of work in your dreams. Becoming aware of your dreams, the meanings, the significance of your dreams. Dream walking for some. Deciphering and receiving. Some of you guys are receiving powerful messages in your dreams and even through your subconscious as well. So pay attention to those. Pay attention to the meaning in your dreams. Maybe start writing down your dreams. And this is really about learning how to trust your inner self. Learning how to see how she's blindfolded here. She's feeling into things. Not discerning with the rational mind. She's discerning with the unconscious. Tapping into the themes of her own unconscious. Give me one clarifier for the moon card here. For my fixed signs eclipse season. One clarifier. Baggage. All right. Heavy burdens. Unresolved issues. Excess. Yeah. So any unresolved issues lurking underneath the surface being exposed so that they can be healed. This is the difference between necessity, right? What responsibilities are necessities, which are not. Fearing separation, so there's abandonment issues coming to the light here for some people. Yeah, definitely feeling that very strongly, especially where for those of you who relate or resonate with a parent walking out on you. This is this seven card is a Pisces card as well. So I'm feeling those 12th house energies, right? A lot of that collective unconscious. Some of you guys, you're clearing and purging for the collective unconscious as well. It's not even just your own stuff that you're dealing with. Hoarding, right? We have the 4 of coins holding on tight too. And this isn't just hoarding in the traditional sense, right? This is like emotionally hoarding. This is holding on, learning, needing to learn how to release emotion, how to release trauma. It's like you've packed and stored a lot of that stuff away instead of because you didn't want to look at it, you didn't want to deal with it. It was like an inconvenience, right? And now it's like that stuff wants to be unpacked. All right. Your fears. Where it is that you coming into this balance, right? Where it is that you have excess of some things and where it is that you have perhaps not enough of others, bringing in that balance. It's kind of like coming unglued for some people. It's like if the analogy I'm getting right now is like if you've been like, you know, that phrase, you know, people who enjoy like quick fixes to things, they say like duct tape fixes everything. I almost feel like you've been patching yourself back together with duct tape for a really long time now, and it's like the tape just isn't holding anymore. There wants to be a real fix, a real heal for a situation, for a whatever's broken wants to be fixed, mended. It doesn't want to be just taped up again, taped up and looked over. All right, let's see this healing loss clear. For some people, I feel like this has to do with, and then on the bottom of the deck, we have uncertain at this time. And what I'm feeling from the uncertain card actually is just that the energy of uncertainty, the energy of the unknown is bringing up some of this baggage, bringing up some of these unresolved issues for you. Healing loss, I feel like for some people, this literally has to do with grief. Finally healing grief, losing a loved one, a loss of something, even if it wasn't a death. For some people it was or is a death, or more than one. For other people this has to do with other things that they've lost. Healing from the any large loss in your life. This could be a financial loss. This could be an emotional loss. Like we said, yes, a physical loss. It's like really working through the emotions of that. And we're going to get one clarifying card for that. Five of Cups in reverse here. Oh, we got two. We got Dynamite and we got Person of Air. Catalyst for change, breakup. Yeah, so for some people, it's like the loss here has to do, it does have to do with a breakup. It has to do with a romance that's ending. Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy here, Person of Air. This is also just an abrupt loss, though. An abrupt change. I feel like during eclipse season, some of you guys, somebody may do something that really surprises you. Like if this is relationship related, it could be like all of a sudden out of nowhere you thought things were going fine and somebody breaks up with you. Somebody else comes in maybe too for some people. As far as the healing loss goes, this could be like somebody comes in who reminds you of a person that you lost, or who triggers this healing process in some way. Perhaps they, for some people where it's like, perhaps this is like going back to that abandonment energy of a parent, of somebody abandoning you. It's like somebody who kind of matches that energy in the way of the like unemotional kind of cold, more of a cold kind of an energy, kind of opens that wound back up for you. Yeah. And for some, this is just like an all of a sudden this really unexpected, sudden burst of understanding around a loss that you've experienced, and like a lesson there, or some sort of realization or revelation that helps you to heal and begin to move forward. That helps to detach you from the emotional pain of a situation and sort of like give you that final release that you need to move forward. And then the Four of Coins, holding tight. This is that hoarding energy that we were talking about. This is like hanging on to things that are over and done. And with that, we have the ballet shoes and the Person of Water. All right, so this is all about, like we said, holding on tight to emotions, holding on tight to people, having attachments to people, situations. This leads right into the energy, the financial energies too, right? Something that you've a skill that you've really honed, something you've put a lot of time and energy into, not wanting to let it go. This definitely feels like a relationship for some, holding on really tight to a relationship. This is also learning how to work through this energy of taking things really personally. One more card for this holding tight energy, this Four of Pentacles. Optical illusion. Trap, head trip. Predictive programming, projection, not what it seems. All right. So it's like seeing a situation from a different angle and realizing, going back to this energy again, that the situation is not what you thought. Perhaps you thought, it's like this energy where you were holding on to something and you thought that you were supposed to pour more energy into it, pour your heart and soul into it, and then realizing that it was actually keeping you stuck. This energy you thought was growing you was actually keeping you stuck. This connection that you thought you had is actually not what you thought it was. Right? Like maybe you were pouring your heart and soul into something, but the other person that you thought was matching your energy just wasn't. This is also like seeing the truth within our hearts. And this allows us to let go of whatever it is that we've been holding on to, whatever person, whatever belief, whatever pain, whatever it is that we invested our time and energy into that didn't work out the way we thought, or wasn't quite, we thought it was on the level, but it wasn't. That kind of an energy. Then we have the Eclipse card when I cut the deck here. All right. Reveal. Reveal and conceal, right? So there's a lot of truth being revealed. A lot of like learning, clear. Really needing to learn our fixed signs, really needing to learn how to see through the illusion. All right, and fixed signs, we have a steadiness, we have a purpose about us, right? Like we don't really like to be thrown off track. If we have invested a lot of time and energy into something, we do not give up easily. We are stubborn like that. And I say we because I am a Taurus sun myself, all right? So I understand this energy, all right? But sometimes it is time to just cut our losses and move on, clear. And sometimes we have to, we just have to acknowledge when something isn't working, and to acknowledge when we've been wrong, when we've misjudged, miscalculated something. All right? When truth comes a-knocking, we can pretend we don't hear it, but clear. Ultimately, the best course of action is to answer the door. All right, you guys. Looming burnout was what I just shuffled to on the bottom of the deck. So really take that time. Take that time out, all right? My fixed signs, we have an ability to keep going, to persevere, to run the tank until it's empty. Don't run the tank until it's empty. All right, refuel, recharge. I love you guys. You are incredible. Have a beautiful eclipse season. If you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. If you know someone who would enjoy this video, go ahead and share it with them. If you are new to my channel, click that subscribe button. And if you are not new, welcome back. Drop a comment down below. Let me know how this resonated for you. And if you wish to donate, there are links to do so in the description box below, as well as the thanks button on the video now. I am taking personal readings at this time, as well as personal healing sessions, one-on-one coaching sessions, astrology chart readings. I do a whole bunch of different stuff that is all found on my website, which is linked below. Clear. Talk to you guys soon. Love you, love you, love you lots.